Hi, St. Cloud. This is Becky Smith, your online Chemistry 1 instructor. I've been doing some email tag with your instructor, Michelle, and we've had a hard time connecting to go over some of the expectations of the laboratory sessions for Chemistry 1 and Chemistry 2. I'll be your instructor for both, so I'm going to go over some of what my expectations are. I encourage you to email me if you have any questions. So what I'm going to cover are your course assignments for this quarter and next quarter, your APA lab reports, written assignments, review material, and your exams, quizzes, and discussions. First, we're going to start and look at these APA lab reports. If you go to the Residential Lab Experience button in Module 1, it will have a sample APA lab report for you. It will look exactly like this. I recommend that you pull that up and you save it. And when you go to do your lab report, especially with your title page, your abstract and principal materials, type your new information over the top of this. That way you know you will not lose any points for these pieces, okay? Size 12, Times New Roman font, double spaced, etc. Don't give me any fancy colors, just have it look like this. I realize that you guys are just getting this information, so I will not be particular at all with your week 2 lab. Now, if I already did grade it and you think I took too many points off because I didn't go over this part with you, go ahead and shoot me an email and I'll look at that again, okay, because I know it's not your fault. Written assignments are to be completed in full by Sunday at midnight. You may have to do some internet research to find the answers, but use your own words as best you can. I did put Mayo Medical Laboratories or AREP Laboratories website at the top of your lessons, and that will help you find your reference ranges and other information on your tests. So once you go to this website, there's going to be an alphabet. If you're looking for something like prolactin, click on P, scroll down to prolactin. When you pull that up, there's going to be all kinds of information. Reference ranges, information on why it would be increased, why it would be decreased, the type of methodology that's used. Okay, there's a lot of things in there that you can use. So use those to your advantage. They're great websites. Your discussion posts and replies are important. I utilize a post first, which means that you can't see your fellow and students' posts until you post first. Now, if you decide to type one word and then submit it and then go back, delete that and start over, I can tell that you did that just so you can see everybody else's posts. Don't do it, okay, because you'll lose a lot of points. Make sure you put some of your own thoughts into these case studies and do your best before you post. If you realize that maybe you were not right, that's okay. You can do another reply to your own post or reply to somebody else's post stating why you thought it was what it was, but now you realize this is something else. I will never take points off because you were not right on your first attempt. Okay, so do the best you can. It's a good learning experience to go in and do some research on these diseases. So then you're to reply to at least one other student's post, at least 5 to 6 sentences that add new information. Here's an example of a bad post. Great job, Joe. I really like the part where you talked about the green poo. It was really interesting. Keep up the great work. I'll be sure to check your posts next time because they're very interesting. While that was 5 sentences, it didn't add any new information. Quizzes. You're going to have online quizzes or exams every week. They're timed and proctored, and they will be from the prior week's material. And this is an error. Module 2 quiz was on Module 1's material. Module 3 is on Module 2's. Module 4 is actually on an exam on 1, 2, and 3. These are going to be taken during your lab time. Time is precious, so be prepared. Your exams are online too. Those are also proctored by your lab instructor. Make sure you're aware of the times that are available for that. Your program coordinator, Elizabeth, may also have some times available. I don't know that for sure. Don't quote me on it, but you can ask her if there's other times to take exams. A lot of us work in the Learning Center, so sometimes there may be an opportunity. Your exams will be weeks 4, 8, and 10. And you're going to have a written final and lab practical week 11. You do not need a 73 on that final exam itself, but you need a 73% in this lecture course and in your lab course. some review materials that I provided for you. One of them is Study Blue. It's should be a free app on smartphones, although I've had a few students say they've had some problems with this, so I may have to look at something else. You can find me under Becky Henson Smith if you use Facebook or Medical Laboratory Technician ML201. That might, get you to find my course. If you have any problems with that, email me and let me know. I do a live exam review lecture before exams and before the final exam. I'm doing one this Saturday, okay? Saturday at, I think it's the 24th at noon. If you can be there, be there. It's an hour of phenomenal material that will help you with next week's exam. People are really concerned about the instrumentation, and I'm sorry we had to go through it and we had to go through it fast, but I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to know. So I highly recommend that you're there on Saturday at noon. I'll also provide an outline review for the exams the week before the exam. All exam questions are covered in my PowerPoints, Study Blue, and on that outline. So those are going to be your best friends when it comes to being successful. So that is really all that I have. Some other information that I wanted to tell you about. If you need a question answered quickly, especially on a weekend, email me at rebecca.smith@rasmussen.edu. rather than through the course mail. If I have my phone and I see your email, I can reply right away if it's your S-mail. If it's course mail, I have to use a computer, log into the online class to reply to you. And if I'm out and about or I'm not home or by a computer, I won't be able to reply till I do get home and log on to a computer. So if you want a quick response, I'm always flipping through my email. I'm one of those losers that's always on my phone. So I can go and reply to you right away. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Let me know if you have any questions.